Well, it's the final day of meetings between Southeast Asia's top political and business leaders, and TRT World's correspondent Azhar Sukri is there and joins us now live from Kuala Lumpur. So good morning to you, Azhar. So one major issue being discussed at the conference is irregular migration and forced labour. Have the delegates come up with any solutions to tackle that?
Thanks very much, Kamali. Yes, we are here in Kuala Lumpur at the World Economic Forum. And yes, migration is a major issue. Remember, ASEAN is a region on the move. At any one time, the latest figures suggest there are approximately 28 million people who are not living in their home countries. Now, to put that into perspective, that's about the size of the entire population of Malaysia living across borders. Remember, this year has also seen the start of the ASEAN Economic Community, and the idea behind that is to ease the barriers between the 10 member nations of the flow of ideas, of capital, information, and in particular people. And in particular is targeting skilled people. But we're also seeing massive flows of unskilled labor. Now, you would think that in a country like Malaysia that would be alleviating a lot of problems with labor shortages, but there have actually been problems with resistance from local communities to flows of migrants in this region. And so what we're seeing here in Malaysia, for example, is shortages of labor in some key sectors of the economy, and that actually could end up being a drag on the economy going forward. So we're going to be looking at that in a little bit more detail a little bit later on today.
We know that for every extra year a girl stays in school, her income will increase by 10% a year for the rest of her life. And that's why you see these tremendous potential positive impacts by making sure the girl is educated and that she gets gainful employment. But unfortunately today in Asia, girls and women are 70% less likely to get a job than men.
Well, as we just heard, Azhar, they're talking about gender disparity as well. How big a problem is that in the region, and what's the forum said they're going to do to try and tackle it?
Yes, as you heard there from Anna Birgitta Albrechtsen from Plan International, in ASEAN, gender disparities are a major problem. Not to say that it's a bigger problem than in other parts of the world, but it is a major barrier to the growth of economies and for personal development in this part of the world. So, for example, another statistic from Plan International is that for every year that girls stay out of secondary school, they lose something like 10% of their potential earning power going forward. So once again, this is another major area of discussion here at the World Economic Forum, but solutions still hard to find.
So, Azhar, thanks for joining us.